Hi guys, this is Shashasai from Intech English. I suggest you to subscribe to our channel and activate the bell icon for more interesting updates. If you did that, so let's get started. Hey guys, this is Shashasai from Intech English, and today in this video we're gonna build a rock paper scissor game. So now let's continue. So I'm using this code editor called VS Studio editor, and this is Visual Studio Code editor. If you want the same which I am using, then I'll put a link in the description below. Go check it out and download that and set up. And now let's continue. So rock paper scissor, now let's start that. We're gonna import random module first, so like import random, and after that we also want to use time module, so import time. And now first of all we should start by we're gonna ask the user to do you want to play or start the game. So for that we need to create a variable called start and equals to, let's say the user input must be string, so let's type input, and now in the parentheses we're gonna say use the string like this, and shall we start, so make sure you leave a space before that ending. And now we need to create a while loop. So whenever this start is equals to yes, the user input must be yes. So when the user input must be is yes, then start the processing, something like that. We will write the code. So now we need to create while loop. Let's create a while loop. While start is equals to equals to yes, then we put a colon right here, and now hit enter. Now it's automatically gonna indent it, and that is why I'm using this VS code. So now so in this loop we should ask the user to input a choice. We have a rock, paper and scissor. From these three choices we just need to give the computer a choice. So for that let's use a variable called user input. So user input must be is equal input. This is also a string, so select the choice like that. So choice, and now we should use, we'll be using this time module right here. So time dot sleep 0.5 seconds. It means it will stop for 0.5 seconds, and after that whatever the line or code that we write below that, it's gonna continue after the 0.5 seconds. Yeah, now let's hit enter and write the code. Time was still 0.5 seconds, and we need to assign a variable like computer input. So as a comp input, it must be equals to, so random dot choice, random dot choice. We're gonna use a list in this, list, and let's say rock. Let's use the small rock, and paper Scissor. Make sure the spelling is correct. And now in this while loop, use user input. The user input is equals to the input. Then it asks us to select a choice. So now let's check the code. We are going to write some statements which checks if user input is equals to something and the computer input is equals to something. If that is true, then we're gonna input something like that. So I have already written this code, so I'll just copy paste and I will explain to you right now in simple form. So before that, we need to add something. We need to write an F string. So let's say print. We're gonna use F strings like this, F and some quotation marks. So in this one, let's try it. Computer picked computer input. What's inside the computer input? So this is what it's gonna do. And make sure you add the break statement. Otherwise, this loop gonna run pretty much infinitely. Shall we start? Let's say yes. And select the choice. Let's say rock. And computer picked rock. So we need to add a space between here, so that here will be the space right here. And now let me explain this statement. We use this random module to randomly generate computer inputs. So let's say here we need to pick rock paper scissor. Computer needs to pick rock paper scissor, and here the random module checks this statement, and now it's gonna choose something like rock, paper or scissor. In this three, it's gonna pick only one. So now under this break statement, let us add something like some pre-processing comments. So guys, now I already pasted this code. So now let me explain this code. If computer input is equal to the user input, then print this type. So when user input is equal to the rock, and again computer input is also rock, then it must be printing type. So whenever you play rock paper scissors, when you two guys make the same choice, then you must be is tie, right? So the next statement, if computer input is equals to the rock statement and user input is paper, then just try yourself. Hey, you won. You must be winning, right? If computer is equals to rock and paper is user input is equals to paper, then you should be winning. Just check that out with your hands. And now computer input is equals to the rock and user input equals to the scissors, then computer might be winning, right? You can just try that out using your hands. So say computer input is equals to paper, and keep that in one hand, keep that one hand as paper and use the other hand as scissor, and just check which one wins. So I already made this, and now after this break command, as all the processing commands is completed, we're gonna add an end prompt which says that, hey user, do you want to end this game or do you want to play again? Let's say end prompt. End prompt is equals to, it's a variable, and we're gonna input this, right? Let's say, hey, do you want to stop right now? We need to add an again if statement. If the end prompt, if the end prompt is equals to yes, let's say continue. It's gonna continue the loop, and else it's gonna break the statement. once again let me explain all the total code so that you don't be continue confused and everything. So firstly we're gonna import a random module, and again we need to import time module. Here we created a start variable which asks the user shall we start. If the user imports yes, then the while loop here which says start is equals to yes, then that might be gonna run. In this while loop we added something like if the user input, firstly we're gonna ask the user to select a choice, that is in this, and next after that we wrote time.sleep. That means after that choice we're gonna stop for some time like 0.5 seconds, and the next computer is gonna pick the choice like random.choice pick we're gonna say something like this, hey computer pick rock or paper or scissor, something like that. And after that we're gonna print that on the terminal, like print, we use the f strings, something like, I think you might gonna watch something like video tutorials on YouTube because I can't explain everything right now. So if computer picked, this is the string, and if computer this is a variable right here, and if computer input, this is sorry. And now if computer input is equals to the user input, and we're gonna tie, just take that out with your hands, I already told you. So these are all the processing commands that I wrote, and you can pause the video and check that out. And at the end we wrote the end prompt, which asks the user to, hey, do you wanna play again? If the user input says yes, then continue the while loop from here to here, so totally like that. And if we pick something else, then yes, then the loop gonna stop right here, like we use the break statements, which means we stops the loop using these break statements. So now let's test our code. I hope there will be no errors. So now it asks us shall we start. Let's say yes, so select a choice. Let's select scissors. Did you notice that after the user input it stopped the file 0.5 seconds, and after that it says computer picked rock. Again it's asking that, hey computer wanna crash your scissor. This I already wrote, hey computer wanna crash your scissor. That is what it's gonna run. And it says, hey, do you wanna play again? If yes, then type yes, and now we're gonna win. Let's say rock. Yes, I won, man. Select choice. Computer picked scissor and I picked rock. Whenever rock is gonna punch the scissor and the scissor gets out like that. So I won, and it asks that again, do you wanna play again? So let's say something, we can give anything, man, not only no. So it stops. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video or learn something new, then smash the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updating interesting videos. Thank you guys. See you once again.